Okay, hope you're all doing well, and good morning or good evening, whatever it is, where you are in the world. Um, an update on the situation on my what I refer to as my main channel. That's the Viking one. Hi there, Stephen. Um, so nothing has happened yet, and I suspect that it will take a long time. I'll give you an update on what has happened. And what I will do is I will put a link here. Let's see. Mm, hold on. Let's see if that's the right link. I will make that as a pinned comment. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So I will pin that comment, pin message. Yeah. So the link there, you don't have to go to that link now or ever. Do what you want, but it's that's the video in question that is using a mixture of AI and material stolen from other channels. So that's a channel called Midgard Living, and there are a few of these now, and they don't produce any content themselves. They just put on voice over content that they steal from other videos and movies, and also there is some AI content there. And I reported that um, as copyright infringement because I do not care so much about what YouTube feel is copyright infringement. I care about what is actually copyright infringement, and I know very well what qualifies as copyright infringement because I've been working as a novelist for a few decades, and I know I know the law. Okay. Um, and so I will report if someone steals my content. There is something called fair use, and I would say that I'll give like Metatron. Metatron used to talk about historical content, historical things up until recently, and he has a great deal of knowledge about the topics, and he makes a lot of commentary videos. So I would say that that's within fair use because he actually knows what he's talking about. And even though he's using material like commenting on videos, I think I would never report that for copyright infringement. But these channels here are just scraping the real authentic channels for content and using it as their own. So that's the big difference. And what I and they for that video that I pinned there, they had actually stolen content from two of my videos, and it's not much, but they wouldn't have been. I probably wouldn't have been able to make that video of theirs if they had not stolen that content because I'm showing them real, authentic Viking weapons and tools. Now, I bought those tools. I brought those tools with my own money. I brought those tools out in the woods. I do all of that, and I'm not interested in having that content stolen. Now, what happened when I reported this was that YouTube replied and they said, "We have resolved the issue," and removed the video that is guilty of copyright infringement. So they removed my video, one of my videos, the one with the Viking axis, um, and that made me furious because it's like You walk down the street and you get robbed. Someone steals your wallet. Then the police comes and they put you in jail, right? They put you in jail for stealing. So it's like, yeah, this might be a mistake by YouTube. Well, it's obviously a mistake. But the thing is that they removed my video. It was one of the most viewed videos. I got continuously many views on that video still now. And that's a problem. Now it will probably take some days or weeks before YouTube resolves this issue, if they do. So this is the problem, and I have heard about the same happening to other people. Now you might say that it's just the AI doing this, making a mistake. Well, I don't care, because YouTube is, as a creator, you get, YouTube will be bragging about how great they are responding and dealing with things like this. Yeah, there is a license agreement. Like, I'm in all my videos, in my video description now, I also put it on the screen that you can't use this material. You can't use it to train AI models. You can't use it you can't just upload it to your channel. But people don't care. So this is the problem. Now, nothing has happened yet, except that I'm being punished by having my own videos stolen. I'm being punished for having I'm being punished for having my own videos stolen. And the consequences of the stealing here is the following. Now, when I make Viking videos, that content is quite unique. There are not many people who can do that, because you need a combination of access to the clothes, the gear, the weapons. I make the longbows, I make arrows, make shields, and all of that. And muted, can you not hear me? I hope you can hear me. I think you can hear me. We can hear. Okay. Yeah, good. Yeah, so I do all of this, and that makes the content quite unique. Now, a friend of mine, Ramuni Viking Crafts and Living, he's a Danish guy. He takes it one step further. He's building the stuff and showing that in the videos. And so you can imagine this content that we are creating is quite unique. That's why it's very tempting for these people to steal it. So they steal it. And also, there is another aspect to this. The Viking videos generally do not get many views. So I'm almost tempted to say that's okay, because I'm not going to be a slave to YouTube. I'm not going to be one of those guys who just make the content that gets the views. I mean, no, I will, without any irony at all, I will say I'm an artist. That's who I am. And I am not motivated by money. Now, I like money. I feel I deserve to earn money. I don't go to my publishers and say, I don't want the money. Of course I do. But the expression and the message is more important. That goes for YouTube as well. That's why I talked about COVID during the COVID crisis, because I felt that was important. It's still important. And that's why I do the Viking content now. I try my best to make it real and authentic to the best of my abilities. But I'm not motivated by making videos that might earn, let's say, $100 in ad revenue And you won't see me there promoting stuff like manscaping or a new smartphone video game. You won't see me doing that. So so in other words, there aren't that much money for this. There aren't that much money in this for me. And I will not have my content stolen like that. I will not be making videos for maybe $100, and it takes a lot of time. I'm not motivated by making videos that for other channels. In reality, that's what you're doing when they just scrape your channel for content. So I have a video planned, and I have actually two videos planned that are many videos planned, but like two videos that are very visual. One is about Asgeir. No, Asgeir, I said. No, sorry. No, I don't know. What happened here? What's the name of that weapon? I'll just look it up real quick. Atgeir, of course. Not Asgeir. Asgeir is a name. No, they haven't given me my video back, but I have copies of everything because I've never trusted YouTube. But I was thinking of making a video about that weapon, rarely talked about, the Atgeir. And I was also thinking about making a video about my socks, the one I almost always carry. Many people have asked, where did you get it? But those two videos will just be stolen. So I will put those behind a paywall. Sorry. But not saying that I will put all my Viking videos behind a paywall, but they will be the ones that are most likely to get immediately stolen will be now behind a paywall on Patreon. I'm not saying this because I'm greedy. I'm saying this because of what I just explained here. So do they steal my image? Well, it's me in the videos. I'm in their videos, and they removed the sound. So and they put their very American accent voice over. So yeah. Yeah, I've also had my voice stolen. Yeah, my voice is they have stolen my voice and put it into a voice AI voice generator. Yeah. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't AI great? The world has become so much better because of AI. Yeah. Yeah, I had a message from a guy who said he had uploaded my voice from that voice generator, and he was using my voice so it's my voice speaking to him, saying what he wants me to say. That's creepy. That's kind of disgusting. Um, so let's see here, Kat. I needed to actually see that example with my own eyes because there are so many different ways people complain about what they consider stealing content. This is actually stealing. Yeah, it is. It's like, I don't like commentary videos. I'm not interested in commentary videos, but there are a few exceptions. I mentioned Metatron. When he talks about things he actually knows about, it kind of adds a little bit to it. He has the decency to wait a while before he does that to my videos. So that's okay, But as I said, we're not talking about that here. We're talking about those who just scrape other channels for content that they will then use as if it's their own. Now, an important question here: did I expect when I filed that complaint? Did I expect YouTube to remove that video that has stolen my content? Did I expect them to remove it? No, I did not, because they're not using enough, I would guess, for the YouTube system to consider it stealing. In any other area of in any other creative area, it would be considered stealing. It would be highly illegal. You would be sued for that. If you use parts of other books in your book, you have to arrange a deal with the original authors, um, and they will get a share of the income from the sales. And so YouTube is it's just we have this term in Norway, Mickey Mouse, when it's like not really very serious. So they have this Mickey Mouse attitude to law, and plagiarism. Yeah. Well, yeah. So I didn't expect them to remove it because it's YouTube. Come on, it's YouTube. You can't really take them seriously. But I still wanted to. I still filed a complaint because it's the right thing to do. And if people do file complaints when they have their content stolen, every time they discover that, YouTube would be forced to change their ways. So that's why I did it. And then, of course, they responded by removing my video. And they said no worries. You can contact the copyright owner of the video, and have that complaint removed. Yeah, who's the copyright owner? That's me. So I can contact myself to have my content re-uploaded, or to have the copyright strike removed. I can contact myself to do that. So it's like, I tried to do that, but then it was just like this circular thing, and I got directed to the video that, well, this is very difficult to explain. I got directed to the page where it said that the video has been removed because you violated the copyright thing. It's a complete mess. So it's their argument is like what they're asking me to do is, when you have this electric cord with a socket and what do you call the other thing you put in the wall, right? But you have an extension cord, right? Extension cord for electric power, and you put it in its own socket, and you expect to get some electricity out of that. It's sort of like that. Julie, are you surprised I'm still discussing this? Why? It's a massive, massive topic, since if I get 2 more copyright strikes, they remove my entire channel. And there's quite a lot of people who care about my channel, actually. So, yeah. I really hope that they will sort this out. Um, if they don't, I'll just have to take that into consideration. Um, it would be not good at all um, to have my biggest channel with 772,000 subscribers removed because of false accusations. Um, that would be horrible. I worked for so many years, almost 10 years, with that channel. Um, yeah. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, why don't you look at the dates of your uploaded when you upload the video? Yeah, they should. They should. Um, yeah, I can't hire a legion of attorneys to deal with this because I don't have the money for that. Are there any other independent creators that they are putting in the videos? Yeah. Um, as blacksmiths, the ones I know the ones I recognized was Ramuni, Viking Crafts and Living, as I mentioned already, and also I think Nils Ögren. He's a Swedish blacksmith. Yeah. And maybe they are better than me at letting things just go, letting things just be. But that's not my attitude to life. To my detriment, isn't that what they say? Thundernorth says, would be nice if other YouTubers talked about this unfair punishment from YouTube. Yeah, I agree. Could it be that they have AI? Yeah, I think it was the AI. They say that they are using a combination of automation and human interaction. What that means is AI. It's AI, of course. But the problem is, of course, then will it be an AI that handles my complaint? You know, did you see their comment section on the theft channel? You mean? I saw on that video when I discovered this that they had like 5 comments and a few thousand views, which means bots. They're getting their views from bots. Jeffrey, to call them out, yeah, I think I will do that. And then some would say that then you're just provoking them, so they will just steal all of your content and make life difficult for you. Let them do that. I'm not afraid of these people, and I don't care about the consequences. A lot of your chance people calling them out. Yeah, good. Yeah, because across my channels here on YouTube, we have this awesome community. Is there a way for me to speak to a YouTube representative on the phone about this issue? Yeah, I have a YouTube representative who never replies. It's wonderful, isn't it? I get invitations to come and mingle with other Scandinavian YouTubers, to be young and trendy with them. I would rather paint my refrigerator and watch it dry. You know, um, because I when it comes to other YouTubers, well, YouTubers in a certain YouTubers who would call themselves influencers, the sort of YouTubers who are making most of their money promoting shit, excuse my language, that you don't need, they seem to be extremely self obsessed and they're constantly doing selfies, and I can't fucking stand it. Sorry. Sorry, I just can't stand those people. And I think I can say this, but I was on this author's tour uh, this autumn, and with other authors. And what seems to be the case is that what I call real authors, they are usually nice people, a bit eccentric. I'm eccentric too, but there was also a woman there who's not an author. It was not a she has a book about what a book about how we are supposed to eat vegetables, like 8 portions of vegetables per day because the authorities are saying so. Um, and since she is an author on the same publishing house as I am, I will not say bad things about her, but I will say that she was very obsessed with selfies and all of that, documenting her every little move through her smartphone to her followers on, I don't know, TikTok and Instagram, whatever. And I'm not like that. And it's just, oh, I can't stand it. I just can't stand it. No, I fall asleep early and I wake up around 4 in the morning. Um, Cat, yeah, do that. Thank you. That would be awesome. Yeah, you know, they are constantly stealing images and clips from that TV series. Um, which is wrong, of course, but also, it's not historically correct. And when they're using video, like movie clips, to illustrate the Viking age from the TV show Vikings, it's so stupid because they didn't look like that. They didn't have their hair. That was not how their haircut. It's just nonsense. The TV show Vikings is fantasy. It's so don't use that to talk about when you talk about the Viking age. No, so yeah, it's just entertainment, Um, but I honestly suspect that these people who make the Midgard living and so on, that they don't know. They don't know. So, but okay. Yeah. Another thing, I am sorry if I have not responded to super chats. No, no, not super chats. If the donations in the comment section, because for months now I couldn't find you can filter out those and find them, and YouTube removed that function, I thought, but it's in another place in YouTube Creator Studios, and I've found it now. So I'm going to go through that and say thank you to all the people who kindly have donated money in the comment section. As I always say, you don't need to donate money. It's I mean it's nice if you do, but it's not like I'm not going to ask you to do that. That's not why I'm here. But yeah, I will go through that a year back just to be sure that I respond to at least everyone who has donated in the comment section during the last year. And I'm sorry I haven't done it before. I tried to find it, couldn't find it, but now I figured it out. So, yeah. It would be nice if YouTube told us these things when they're doing these changes. And by the way, just before I finish here, if you have a YouTube channel, go into the settings and you will find that YouTube, without telling you, have put a filter on your videos. They say it's to improve the sound and the image, but it's not. It's to make it look more like AI. And you can uncheck those two boxes if you don't want YouTube to put those filters on your images and your videos and your sound. So yeah, it's in Creator Studio. You can find it there. Yeah, again, YouTube should have told us about these things, but YouTube is becoming increasingly less transparent and going in a very different direction than, for instance, Meta and even TikTok. They who are both saying that they will not be pushing AI as much because people want real content. YouTube is going in a completely different direction. I think we all understand that that's just because they want to scrape the content. They want to use YouTube to feed Sora. So shadow banned, yeah, I know I'm shadow banned. I think yeah, I know I am. I was shadow banned during COVID, and it's stuck. So yeah. Okay, I have to go now. I have to speak with my son about who's using the car today, because he has a driver's license now. So we have to, yeah, yes, we have to sort that out. Okay, have a wonderful day or evening. Please do check out the video tomorrow. Well, Saturday. So maybe tomorrow for me. So Saturday, it's a camping video. I hope you will enjoy. It's shared between Bjorn Outdoors and I use this dual upload thing on YouTube. So both on Bjorn Outdoors and my main channel, it will be there 12 minutes past 7 Norwegian time. Yeah, on Saturday. Okay. Yeah, it's a nice video. I have a new camping friend. So he joined me on that hike, and we had a great time. Okay, we'll speak soon and have a nice rest of the day.